Welcome back to our channel, World Coins History. As you knew that old is gold, but these rare $1 coins that are most valuable than you think, don't spend one of them, so please watch complete video and find your treasure. Let's start this. Top 1. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of the United States Susan B. Anthony $1 coin from 1979, a coin that carries both historical significance and collector appeal. This coin, often overlooked in everyday circulation, is more than just currency. It's a tribute to a true pioneer in American history. Susan B. Anthony was a champion for women's rights, and having her face on a coin marked a powerful moment for the United States. The 1979 Susan B. Anthony dollar was minted during the early years of the series, and collectors know that coins from the first few years often carry unique value. What makes this coin particularly interesting is its rarity in certain conditions. Millions of these coins were produced, but most were heavily circulated, meaning finding one in mint or near perfect condition is not easy. Coins with strong luster, sharp details, and no wear are highly sought after, and they immediately attract attention from serious collectors. One of the exciting aspects of the 1979 Susan B. Anthony dollar is the possibility of minting errors. Some coins were struck with double dies, off-center strikes, or slight variations in the planchet, which create rare and highly valuable pieces. Collectors love these anomalies because they are one of a kind and add a unique story to a collection. Even subtle differences can make a coin dramatically more valuable, turning an ordinary piece of currency into a prized collectible. The design of the coin itself is iconic. On the obverse, Susan B. Anthony's portrait commands respect and admiration, capturing her determination and legacy. The reverse features an eagle landing on the moon, holding an olive branch, a design that connects the coin to the Apollo 11 mission and American innovation. This symbolism, combined with the coin's historical context, makes it appealing not just to coin collectors, but also to history enthusiasts. Collectors should pay careful attention to the mint mark as well. Coins from the Philadelphia and Denver mints can have subtle differences, and certain proof versions from 1979 are especially valuable. The condition, rarity, and any potential minting errors all contribute to how much a coin could be worth at auction or in the market. Now, if you happen to have a 1979 Susan B. Anthony dollar in uncirculated condition, or even better, a coin with a rare error, it could be worth hundreds of dollars at auction. That's right, a coin that once spent time in everyday transactions can now bring impressive returns to the right collector. So, if you've got an old jar of coins, check carefully. This historic coin could be hiding right under your nose. Make sure to handle it with care, preserve its condition, and you might just have a valuable piece of American history in your hands. Top 2. We're exploring one of the most fascinating and visually stunning coins in modern American history, the Sacagawea $1 coin, featuring the Great Law of Peace. This coin is not just currency, it's a tribute to an incredible story of leadership, unity, and heritage. Sacagawea, a remarkable Shoshone woman, guided Lewis and Clark on their historic expedition, and her legacy lives on through this coin. The Great Law of Peace design celebrates the Iroquois Confederacy and their commitment to unity, making it a coin rich in history and symbolism. The Sacagawea $1 coins were first introduced in 2000, but the Great Law of Peace edition stands out as a special commemorative issue. Coins from this series were minted in limited quantities, and collectors are always on the lookout for uncirculated or proof versions. While millions of Sacagawea dollars were produced, finding one in pristine condition today is becoming increasingly rare. Coins that show no signs of wear, with full luster and sharp details, are highly coveted and often become centerpieces in collections. Collectors are especially fascinated by the rare minting errors that occasionally appear in this series. Some coins have off-center strikes, double dies, or slight variations in the metal planchet that make them one of a kind. These anomalies are incredibly sought after because they are unique and tell a story about the coin's creation. Even subtle errors can elevate the value of a coin significantly, turning an ordinary piece of currency into a prized treasure. The design itself is breathtaking. On the obverse, Sacagawea's portrait captures her courage and determination, symbolizing her pivotal role in American history. The reverse showcases the Great Law of Peace, a symbolic representation of harmony and cooperation among nations. The intricate details and careful artistry make this coin not only a collector's item but also a piece of cultural storytelling. Pay close attention to the mint marks and production details. Coins from certain mints or proof versions may carry additional value, especially if they are in flawless condition. For collectors, every detail matters. Luster, sharpness, and the presence or absence of small imperfections can dramatically affect the coin's market value. Now, if you happen to have a Sacagawea $1 coin featuring the Great Law of Peace in pristine condition, or even better, a version with a rare minting error, it could be worth hundreds of dollars at auction. That's right, a coin that may have once been spent in everyday transactions could now bring impressive returns to the right collector. So, take a careful look at your coin collection, or even check through coins you might find at local banks. This historic coin could be hiding quietly, waiting for someone to recognize its true value. Handle it with care, preserve its condition, and you might just own a piece of history that's also a treasure. Top 3. We're diving into one of the most fascinating coins of modern America, the Sacagawea $1 coin from the year 2000 with the Philadelphia Mint mark, known as the 2000p Sacagawea dollar. This was the very first year of issue for the Sacagawea series, and it carries a special place in the hearts of collectors. While millions were minted for circulation, there are unique details and exciting varieties that can make this coin worth far more than its face value. The Sacagawea dollar was introduced to replace the Susan B. Anthony dollar, and the design brought fresh life to American coinage. On the obverse is the graceful portrait of Sacagawea, the Shoshone woman who played an essential role in guiding Lewis and Clark on their expedition. She is depicted carrying her infant son, Jean-Baptiste, symbolizing courage, guidance, and the important role of women in shaping history. On the reverse, we see a soaring bald eagle with 17 stars, representing the states of the Union at the time of the Lewis and Clark journey. The golden color of the coin, made from a manganese brass alloy, gave it a striking look that made it stand out from the coins Americans were used to seeing. But what makes the 2000p Sacagawea truly special isn't just the design, it's the story of rarity and errors that have captured the attention of collectors. Millions were struck, but condition plays a massive role in value. Most circulated coins today show heavy wear, scratches, or dulling of that golden shine. Finding one that still glows with mint luster, sharp details, and no damage is becoming harder every year. Collectors prize these pristine examples, especially those graded at the highest levels. Even more fascinating are the unique error coins connected to the 2000p issue. The most famous is the mule error, a spectacular mistake where the obverse of the Sacagawea dollar was accidentally struck with the reverse of a Washington quarter. This created a coin that looks like no other, with Sacagawea's portrait on one side and a quarter design on the other. Very few of these escaped the mint, and they are among the most legendary modern error coins in U.S. history. Other varieties exist as well, including double strikes, off-center errors, and planchet flaws that make each coin unique. Collectors love these one-of-a-kind pieces because they tell a story of how mistakes can sometimes create treasures. Even without errors, the 2000p dollar in proof-like or uncirculated condition can command strong interest, especially from those who want the very first year of issue in their collection. So what could one of these coins be worth? Well, while an average worn 2000p Sacagawea may only be worth its face value, pristine examples and rare errors can bring astonishing results. Some have sold for thousands of dollars at auction, and the legendary mule error has fetched hundreds of thousands of dollars in the open market. That's right, a coin minted in the year 2000, still within modern times, can bring life-changing money for a lucky collector. So, check your change, dig through your old coin jars, and never overlook a Sacagawea dollar. You might be holding a piece of history, and possibly, a fortune in your hand. Top 4. We're diving into a fascinating piece of modern U.S. coinage that celebrates one of America's lesser-known but historically important leaders, the John Quincy Adams Presidential $1 coin. John Quincy Adams was the 6th President of the United States, serving from 1825 to 1829, and his legacy is remembered not only for his presidency but also for his long career in diplomacy and government service. When the United States Mint began the Presidential Dollar series, this coin quickly became a collector's favorite, both for its design and for the rare varieties that make it stand out. The John Quincy Adams dollar was released in 2008 as part of the presidential $1 coin program, which ran from 2007 to 2016. Each coin in this series honored a different president in the order of service, and Adams' coin was the sixth issued. On the obverse, the portrait of John Quincy Adams appears with his name, years of service, and the title of President of the United States. The reverse features the striking Statue of Liberty design, common to all presidential dollars, a symbol of freedom and the enduring promise of the nation. What makes this coin especially interesting is its unique place in the series. By the time it was released, collectors were already paying attention to errors, varieties, and special editions. While millions of John Quincy Adams dollars were minted for circulation, the key to value lies in condition and rarity. Most of these coins entered circulation and picked up nicks, scratches, and dulling of the golden surface. But in pristine, uncirculated condition, or in specially struck-proof versions, the coin takes on an entirely different level of appeal for collectors. Now let's talk about the fascinating world of errors. One of the most well-known error types in the presidential dollar series was the missing edge lettering. Normally, each coin has inscriptions on the edge that include the year, mint mark, and mottos. But in some cases, these details were never struck, leaving a smooth edge. Missing edge lettering errors are rare and can make these coins extremely valuable. There are also doubled edge lettering varieties, where the inscription was applied twice, creating a bold and unusual look. Collectors absolutely love these mistakes, and they are highly sought after. Even beyond edge errors, some Adams coins were struck off-center or show striking anomalies that make them stand out. Any unique variation like this transforms the coin from a common modern dollar into a one-of-a-kind collectible. Combine that with the historical figure of John Quincy Adams himself, who was the son of a president, a diplomat, and a statesman, and the coin carries both historical and numismatic significance. So, what about value? A typical John Quincy Adams dollar found in change may only be worth face value, but the story changes when you find an uncirculated or proof example, especially with errors. Those can bring in strong premiums on the collector market. At auction, pristine versions have sold for impressive sums, and certain rare edge lettering error coins have brought hundreds of dollars, while some exceptional varieties have even crossed into the thousands. So, don't overlook this coin if it passes through your hands. Whether you're building a set of presidential dollars or simply fascinated by the history, the John Quincy Adams coin is one to keep an eye out for, and who knows, you may already have a valuable treasure hiding in your collection. Top 5 and last $1 coin. We're taking a closer look at one of the most fascinating coins from the presidential dollar series, the James Madison $1 coin. James Madison, the fourth President of the United States, served from 1809 to 1817 and is often remembered as the father of the Constitution. His leadership during the War of 1812 and his role in shaping the early foundations of America make him one of the most significant figures in U.S. history. Having his portrait on a coin ties together the story of America's past with the art of modern coinage. The James Madison dollar was released in 2007 as part of the presidential $1 coin program, which honored each U.S. president in the order they served. On the obverse side, you'll find a strong portrait of Madison, with his name, years of service, and the words President of the United States inscribed around him. On the reverse is the common design used throughout the series, the Statue of Liberty shining brightly as a symbol of freedom. The golden-colored surface, created from a special alloy, gave these coins a distinctive look compared to ordinary circulating coins, and they immediately caught the eye of collectors when released. Now what makes this coin truly exciting for collectors are its rarities and error varieties. Millions of Madison dollars were produced at both the Philadelphia and Denver mints, but condition plays a key role in determining value. Circulated examples are very common, but coins preserved in pristine, uncirculated condition with strong luster and sharp details are far more desirable. Collectors are always hunting for those perfect specimens, especially ones graded at the highest levels. One of the most famous error types in the presidential dollar series, including the James Madison coin, is the missing edge lettering. Normally, each coin carries its mint mark, the year of issue, and the inscriptions "In God We Trust" and "E Pluribus Unum" on the edge. But some Madison coins slipped through without these inscriptions, leaving a smooth blank edge. These mistakes are rare and highly valuable to collectors. Another known error is doubled-edge lettering, where the inscriptions were applied twice, creating a bold and unusual effect. These are also heavily sought after and can command strong premiums in the market. Beyond edge lettering, other striking anomalies like off-center strikes or planchet errors add to the intrigue. Every error tells a story of how the coin was minted and gives collectors something truly unique to add to their sets. That combination of history, artistry, and error rarity makes the Madison dollar a coin worth paying close attention to. So what about value? A typical circulated James Madison dollar may only be worth its face value of $1, but the story changes dramatically when condition and errors come into play. Uncirculated examples, proof coins, and especially missing edge lettering or doubled edge lettering varieties can bring far more. At auction, pristine specimens and rare errors have sold for hundreds of dollars, and in some cases, truly exceptional examples have reached into the thousands. That's the magic of coin collecting. Something that looks ordinary at first glance can turn out to be an incredible treasure. So next time you see a James Madison dollar, check the condition carefully and always examine the edge. You never know if you might be holding a valuable piece of American history. If you enjoyed exploring the James Madison presidential coin with me today, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and tap the notification bell so you never miss another deep dive into rare and valuable coins. Thanks for watching, and happy collecting!